Let's dive into 10 birds that make their nest on the ground. First up, the American woodcock. Habitat. The American woodcock is found in North America, typically in moist woodlands, grasslands, and open fields with dense underground nesting. This bird nests on the ground, often in well-concealed areas within dense vegetation or shrubs. The female creates a shallow nest on the forest floor or in fields where they lays her eggs. The woodcock's cryptic plumage helps it blend into its environment, offering protection from predators. Then the lapwing. Habitat. The lapwing, also known as the northern lapwing, is found in parts of Europe, Asia, and North Africa. It prefers open, now-land habitats such as farmland, wetlands, and meadows. Nesting. Lapwings nest on the ground, often in open fields or grasslands. They typically build a shallow depression in the ground where they lay their eggs, sometimes with a few grasses or twigs to provide some cover. The nests are usually well camouflaged, and the parents will often try to divert attention from the nest by flinging injury to lure predators away. Then the lark. Habitat. Larks are found in a variety of open landscapes, including grasslands, farmlands, and even deserts. They are whispered across Europe, Asia, Africa, and North America. Nesting. Larks typically build their nests on the ground, often in tall grasses or low vegetation, where they form a small cup-shaped nest. Some species, like the horned lark, may nest in sandy areas or agricultural fields. These birds rely on their excellent camouflage to protect their nest, as their brown streaked plumage blends well with the ground. Quail. Habitat. Quails are commonly found in grasslands, scrublands, and open woodland areas. They are widely distributed across North and South America, Europe, and parts of Asia and Africa. Nesting. Quail also nest on the ground, typically in areas with dense vegetation or grass cover. They create a shallow depression or scale lined with grass, leaves, and sometimes feathers. Quails are known to hide their nest in dense shrubs or brush tufts, providing some protection from predators. Many species, such as the northern bobwhite and California quail, prefer to nest in areas with heavy vegetation that can conceal their nest. Then the mallard duck. Habitat. Mallard ducks are also commonly found in wetlands, lakes, rivers, and ponds across North America, Europe, and Asia. They favor areas with abundant water and vegetation. Nesting. Mallard ducks typically nest on the grounds, often in tall grasses, reeds, or other vegetation near water. The female builds a nest, usually hidden in dense cover, where she lays a clutch of eggs. Mallards may also use sites like marshy areas, floodplains, or even human-made ponds. After hatching, the ducklings are led to water by the mother, where they quickly learn to swim. Ring-necked pheasant. Habitat. Native to Asia, the ring-necked pheasant has been widely introduced across North America and parts of Europe. They prefer grasslands, agricultural fields, and areas with dense vegetation, especially where there's a mix of crops and cover for hiding. Nesting. Ring-necked pheasants build their nest on the ground, typically in tall grasses, weeds, or agricultural fields. The female pheasant creates a shallow depression and lines it with grasses and feathers for added comfort and insulation. She lays her eggs in this concealed nest, where she incubates them until they hatch. The pheasant's ability to stay hidden in vegetation and its cryptic coloring help protect the nest from the predators. Then the common night owl. Habitat. The common night owl is found throughout North and South America, especially in open semi-arid areas like grasslands, fields, and even urban environments. They are often seen flying at dusk and dawn. Nesting. Unlike many ground nesting birds, common night owls do not create elaborate nests. They typically lay their eggs directly on the ground, often on gravel, dirt, or bare patches of soil with minimal vegetation. The eggs are camouflaged and blend well with their surroundings. Night owls rely on their cryptic coloration and the surrounding environment to keep their nest hidden from the predators. The female lays 1 or 2 eggs, and both parents take turns guarding them while also foraging. Then the plovers. Habitat. Plovers are a diverse group of shorebirds, often found also coastlines, beaches, wetlands, and grasslands. They are distributed across many regions from the Arctic to tropical areas and prefer areas with sandy, pebbly shores. Nesting. Plovers typically build their nest on the ground, usually in shallow depressions that are often in sandy, gravelly, or muddy areas. Some species, like the killdeer, are known to nest in open fields or even gravel driveways, where they create simple scraps in the ground lined with small stones, grasses, or feathers. The female lays her eggs in these shallow scrapes, which are often well camouflaged to blend in their surroundings. Plovers are known for their distractions displays, where they feign injury or act injured to draw predators away from their nest. Then the ostrich. Habitat. Native to Africa, ostriches are found in savannas, grasslands, and deserts. They prefer open, dry, and somewhat arid habitats where they can roam freely. Nesting. The ostrich is a large flightless bird that builds its nest on the ground. The female ostrich often digs a shallow hole called a crab in the sand or dirt to create her nest. Both the female and male take turns incubating the eggs, with the female typically guarding the nest during the night and the female during the day. The eggs are laid in a single communal nest which is shared with other females. The eggs are well camouflaged in the environment to avoid detection by predators. Ostriches have strong, powerful legs and can defend their nests aggressively if threatened. Then the killdeer. Habitat. The killdeer is a small shorebird found across North America in open fields, beaches, gravel roads, and even urban areas. They prefer areas with open ground, often near water, but also in fields and other non-forested habitats. Nesting. The killdeer creates its nest on the ground, usually in a small depression or scrape in gravel, sand, or grass. Unlike the ostrich, the killdeer's nest is very simple, and the eggs are often laid directly on the bare ground without much lining. The eggs are tackled to help blend in with the surrounding environment. When disturbed, killdeer are known for their dramatic distraction display, such as foraging, feigning injury, or running away to lure predators away from the nest. This behavior is a key defense mechanism to protect their vulnerable eggs and young. Size and habitat. The ostrich is a very large bird, primarily found in open, dry savannas and grasslands of Africa, while the killdeer is a much smaller bird, found in diverse habitats across North America, including urban areas or beaches. Nesting style. While both nest on the ground, the ostrich nest is often a large communal scrape, and the eggs are much larger and laid in groups. The killdeer's nest is much smaller, typically solitary, and the eggs are well camouflaged in simple scrapes.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe our channel for more amazing content.